Ghana under 15 side today, match day 2. They take on South Africa, the boys, in their second game. We'll have a look at the highlights. Ghana versus South Africa. Subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. Can they get another 3 points?
Here in the country, as Ghana pause for the camera, but it's the young South African side. Quality showing yesterday against Algeria. Won by 2-0. It's Help Koto and Lutando finding their name on the score sheet as well. You can see the match officials also in your shots between Ghana and South Africa. And you can see the referees also very ready as well. So there we go for the first 20 minutes, I beg your pardon. We've always enjoyed 45 minutes of football. And it's would have to come to terms with the fact that the African Afsc-Schools Football Championship is just 20 minutes in both halves. And Ghana will hit it along onto the right-hand side, trying to attack the South African box. And they'll be forced to retreat once again as Cam there. South Africa back in possession now with number 6. Lafo in possession. Sehoto and Ghana back in possession. Cam on the right hand. Ghana's corner kick as they push a lot of men into South Africa's penalty box. Is quickly cleared. That's a big clearance there. And it's out for a train advantage. That'll stay with the chaps in the white chassis on the left hand side. And it's the man in the 5-set who will have to bring it forward now. Buki and Ghana back with the ball, stopping the center cycle. Guard, long drive looking for Ferguson in Ghana's penalty area, but it's out. Ferguson trying to beat his mark up, but it's a big tussle for the ball. And the likes of Cam falling very deep to help. And South Africa, lovely one into the channel. And it's dealt with Makwaba with a lovely strike into Ghana's box.
That was a beautiful run from Ferguson for a striker to be moving to the flanks. That was great. And he kept his composure. He kept onto the ball. And the South Africans are doing something good because they are both technically inclined and they are really using it. The Ghanaians, we haven't seen the runs from the flanks as compared to yesterday's game. That is probably because
Well, hold on for a minute. Ghana with a lovely strike out there. Captures somebody, but the flag is already up. And Ghana's dream of taking the lead have just been halted.
We were just talking about them not using the flanks, and you could see the number 8. He moved from the flanks to cut in with his speed, using his pace and power. And just when we are...
Got trajectory. Estrella will send it across onto the far left-hand side. Cutting, going past everybody. This big opportunity for the Ghanaians. Oh, narrowly misses by inches after all the work. And guess who it is? Ando.
Yes, that is Ando again. And he scored a goal yesterday from the same, very similar play, two goals. But for his first goal was a very similar play. Today, his decision-making, I think it could go both ways. He played a shot across pole, which other players are supposed to pounce on it. Or he also had the option to cut back, to cut the ball back, because there were other players waiting at the edge of the box to
build this time around from the far right-hand side. Guard back to his goalkeeper. Back to Guard again. The chap in the 13 jersey will spread it on the line. Picks Sehoto. Drops it into the middle. And it's Makoba. Was looking to pick Ferguson. Couldn't pick Ferguson.
You can do it. The size is not the same. They didn't want to play.
this side are just a team to watch in this particular tournament. And right now, what is on? Absolutely a bit of disappointment, and you can see the fans all over. A bit excited. And it's Aqua Hagan with Ghana's goal.
Yes, like we were saying, see, he has the ball and he runs. That has been his quality, his greatest strength. He runs down the line, and like we were talking before, he brings it out for the player to tap in, for his striker to tap in. And that is basically what he's supposed to do. He takes his far post, yes, cuts it in, and then he scores. And that is beautiful because he had about 2 or 3 chances where he made other. It's great to have them on board. Again, going back to what we were talking about, it's great that CAF give these kids exposure at this point because we all know how things are in Africa. Kids, especially like these ones, don't get a lot of opportunities. So for them to have a competition, a tournament set out specifically for them, it is very laudable by CAF. They get to experience how life could be out there when they get to play professional. They are able to express themselves, and it builds a lot of confidence. It gives players the reason to dream. It makes them believe. It makes them feel belong because then they know somebody out there is really looking out for them, is looking out for their future.
Which still saves South Africa at last.
That's a lot of strength from Ako Hagan for a striker to be sandwiched between 2 defenders, and he's still able to get the ball even though it was coming from earth. That is great composure. That is great strength, and he has the strength. He has a beautiful stature for a striker, and then he's utilizing it, which is a plus for them.
Oh, but it's a player that lies on the turf, and we equally seen the first not a legend already get into the next round of the competition with 6 points. At top of Group A, followed steadily by South Africa, who themselves managed to beat Algeria by 2-0. But struggling here to contain the power and the presence of the Ghanaians. It's a lovely ball on this side, and you can see lots of activity going on between those 2 players.
Let's have a look at it. Another 3 points in the bag for the Ghana under 15 side. They move on to the next round. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.